Alright. What's up, everybody? It's Lazy Actor coming at you with a new video. Um, I've got a character recommendation. I've never done a character recommendation before, and for good reason. I didn't really know what I could recommend because I was a new player myself. Okay, so the reason I've got these characters, I've been trying new characters, is I know everybody likes watching my stuff for King. The issue I have with King is I know how to apply all his stuff, but his as much as I love him, his playstyle just doesn't jive with me. I've struggled to win matches with him. I can do a ridiculous amount of his command grabs, his just frame combo from time to time. I'm just struggling with him. I don't know if it's my playstyle doesn't drive with it. If I'm doing something wrong. I'm not really sure. So I went looking. So I looked for new characters. So I found Dragunov, Claudio, and I can win with them. I can apply basic Tekken skills, and I'll win with them and advance in rank. Um, and then out of just kind of wanted a new character, I decided to pick up Kazumi here. All right, and I think I found my all-time favorite character. So I'd like to recommend this character, and I'll go over why right now. Okay, Kazumi is a kind of like 10 to 20 move character. Not a whole lot to memorize here. I've got my Tekken bot up so you guys can see frame data. And her game plan really relies on the fundamentals of the game, but not so much where you need execution to perform it. So like Kazuya is commonly referred to as a character that does the better with people who have really good strong fundamentals, and this Kazuya is like the same scale but without like the execution barrier of being able to do just frame moves and super hard combos and stuff like that. So in my opinion, by applying basic Tekken skills that you need to master as you play Tekken if you want to get better, you see your effort pay off in Kazuya. For example, okay, knowing knowing that I can sidestep off this move and look for a whiff and then punish it really hard is amazing, right? It's a good feeling, and it works 9 times out of 10 whenever I apply the move correctly and I do the skill correctly. I get direct reward for it, right? It may not be the best punish, but I can, it helps. Like, in my opinion, when you apply basic Tekken skills to this character, you get really good results. So, like another thing, like when I'm backdashing looking for whiffs, she's got a really easy really easy whiff punishers here that are really powerful. So I backdash at the start of the round. They jab, and I will commonly respond to with a 3-2 into a guaranteed down 2. That's 47 damage. 47 damage, and that's all I had to do, right? Just hitting 3, right? Not forward 3, not down forward 2, nothing like that. I'm just doing 3, and you can, you applied the skill of backdashing, looking for a whiff, confirming a whiff, and then you get a reward for it, right? You know, or like if I want to go for something a bit more beefy and damage, then I can do this move here. So I'll backdash, look for a whiff, and then I can punish it, right? And if I'm scared that I won't actually land it, I can just do a down forward 1. It's only 10 damage, but I get massive plus frames. So I can go for down forward 1 into down forward 1. Or I can go down forward 1 into down back 4 into down forward 1, right? So the 3 skills that you'll learn to apply with her, well, 4, right? Her punishment game, very simple, right? For 10 frames, you'll get that. For 12 frames, you'll get that. For 15 frames with any pushback, because her hop kick has fuck all range. 15 frames with any pushback, you get a mini combo that's 47 damage. I know I'm missing something here. Oh yeah, 13 frames, you get that. Standing frames her while standing punishment is really good, right? You get the classic Mishima double 4-4 while standing 4-4 here, which gives you ridiculous plus frames and wall splats. You get this move here, which knocks down wall splats. You get this 18 frames, so if you block like a snake edge or a big sweep, you get a guaranteed launch that leads to good damage. And I mean, to be honest, I haven't ever used this to do anything, but it also lands in it's also a knockdown, so it's probably not a bad idea to use. Am I missing anything here? Yeah, basically that's it. So the fundamental punishment game with her, you get really good. It's not a character that just gives you a bunch of plus frames for a mix-up, and you need to know your mix-up options. And you'll still have mix-up options, but you'll see it'll give you breathing room when you punish something successfully, and then you can look to apply a mix-up, and it allows you to take a tiny moment to think for a second. Okay, what do I want to do? All right, and so punishment game with her, really good. Sidestepping game, really good. Same fundamental here. If I sidestep something and I don't know about it, I'll look for that. I can hit confirm 1-1 into this knockdown. If I get the knockdown, it gives me a moment to think, and I can apply a mix-up, right? So sidestepping, backdash into whiff punishing, another fundamental skill that you need. Very solid. I have no complaints there. And then knowing and then applying your moves and your frame data effectively into mix-ups. Very simple game plan, and it really concretely adds in or adds up, and you can really execute it. And okay, so I'll give you an example, right? So down back 4. This is a +4, -12 on block, low move that is unseeable. And why do I think this is good? Okay, so when I do this move, it makes down forward 1 uninterruptible, right? So +4 means anything that's 13 frames or faster, the opponent can't do anything to stop, right? Their options are they can sidestep, they can backdash, they can block. If they press a button, then your move is guaranteed going to connect. So something that you do with her is you hit this, and then you can apply a mix-up. So any move that you have is 13 frames or faster. So I can do this into 2-1. I can do this into 1+2. Stuff like that, right? I get good plus frames off it. I can do down back 4 into down back 4. That's not uninterruptible. But if they use a move that's too slow, then I get a counter hit on them. And if that move counter hits, it guarantees a down 2 after you get that. Okay, so very good, very good stuff here. Okay, so those 4 skills, you will get to apply these skills in real time as you develop the skills, and as you get better at utilizing these skills, her damage gets more and more, right? You do better and better with her, and you, like I said, you perform these skills, you get better at them, and you can see it in matches that, paying off. So, her game plan, right? You applying those 4 basic skills, her game plan is very simple, right? She's an aggressive poke character, right? So you're always up in your opponent's face. However, she does have some, keep out tools. So if you want to play a more defensive game for a minute, you've got a lot of skills for that. If your opponent gets too aggressive, you've got 3 power crush moves. You got this, and that. That's 3 power crush moves. I don't know any other character that has more than 1. So you have those, all right. And her game plan is out in the open here, away from walls. A lot of her moves end in knockdowns. And from this knockdown, I will then proceed to apply an RS mix-up. So you go to this stance here, and while you're in that, you get to pick. Do you want to do... That's the safe option, right? Well, let me start with the most fun one. So something that I do that I couldn't find a video on, I just kind of, when I was looking at Tekken bot here, I realized it was possible. You can go into this move here, and then just do the 4 on here. If it connects, it leaves you at +5. And they recover in crouching. So there isn't much they can do, and allows you to apply any mix-up you want. It's fucking awesome. However, the mix-up here is this really powerful or really damaging knockdown low, which allows you to apply another RS mix-up. It's also the only thing she has that will beat sidesteppers, so it's pretty much something you have to use all the time. However, it's launch punishable if they block it, and a lot of people will expect it. However, you've got really good options here. So your safe option is RSS3. On counter hit, this will leave into a full combo. And it's very, very damaging combo. So that's on counter hit. Alright. Your unsafe option that you do off a hard read is RSS1, which leaves them in a crumple stun state, which you have lots of time to pick whatever you want to do there. It's a really good launcher, like la da da, right? See how long I could take before I actually decided to do anything. And then her safe but duckable launcher is the 2 version here. If they block it, you're safe at -6. If they duck it, you're fucked. So, but it is something you can do. It's also the only thing that's uninterruptible from forward 3. If you do it right, they can't, they have to just eat it or duck. However, if they decide to duck, because the other things can be jabbed out of. However, if they decide to duck, you can hit them with this move here. So good stuff there. That's not all she's got though, and these are almost all her moves knockdown. When you knock down out in the open, you get to apply RSS mix-ups. And so what you can do here, along with that, is if you think they're gonna do nothing because you fuck them up the entire time, and the last 3 times you've done RSS, they've just taken it and just done nothing good here. You've got a really good move here. If you don't think they're gonna sidestep because you keep hitting them with that, and they're just either gonna duck or they're gonna take it, you can do RSS 1+2, and on block, RSS 1+2 is +2, meaning you can do your 11 frame counter hit launcher, and if they press a button, they get counter hit launched. You can, it'll make down forward 1 into an 11 frame attack, basically. So if they don't do a jab, then you get to do that full thing. There's a lot of stuff you can do there. Now, if you've got them hesitating really hard, you've got these 2 options. So you can do RSS, and forward 1+2 is an unblockable attack that knocks down, or another RS mix-up. And then you've got back 1+2, which is an untechable grab, and it's basically only good at the wall, but it's really good. You get them at the wall, and that was guaranteed because they didn't tech that grab. Now, the unblockable version and the grab version are both sidesteppable, jab punishable, or jab interruptible, so, use sparingly off a hard read. That's out in the open, right? Oh, really? Now, well, I might as well go back to the wall. So that's what you do out in the open. Now, at the wall is where Kazumi really shines, right? You have lots of very strong options. You can always pressure them with some mids here. What I like to do is I like to get him into this state, and then I'll do a move and they block it, so he blocks it. I go into this move. If he hits me, he gets wall splattered again. Or if I think they're going to push a lot of buttons, then I'll do forward 2, which is my safe armor move that wall splats. So, very good. I know there's, yeah, that's guaranteed, depending on how they get up. You can do forward 2, which is an unsafe one, but it does a lot more damage, but it has a lot of pushback, so I don't recommend it at the wall. But she also has, there's just so much you can do with her. You can do down forward 1 into down back 1+2, which is a backswing blow, so if they do like a high or I think some mids, it'll dodge it, and then it's safe, right? So it's only -4, so you can get this blocked and sidestep. Oh man, it's just so good. And it has really good range. If you decide not to do any of that, you get it down 2 if it connects. So that's 36 damage if that connects. That's that's amazing. You can do more actually. Oh my god. I believe that's guaranteed, and that's guaranteed. So very powerful moves here. But basically at the wall, if you think you're going to sidestep, you can do back 2, which leads to a wall combo. Alright, if they're back to the wall on approach, you can do RSS 3 for a wall combo. You can do RSS 3 if you want here, if you think they're going to duck. RSS doesn't really, just does a lot more damage, or it does some more damage at the wall. I don't know if anything's guaranteed here though. So, pretty good there. So she has a shit ton of these, right? And you can still apply, the basics of the character. So you still apply this. If you get down forward 1 into 2, that's a wall splat. So very good there. I think this one is actually one of your better ones. Yeah, 62 damage off that. So that's like out in the open, you're pushing him steadily, ever closer to the wall. And then probably her strongest option, if you're mixing it up right, is you can do this grab here, which most people are ready to tech. Oh, I didn't do it right. But if you do manage to get it off here, why am I not getting that? It should be, I'm not doing it fast enough. There it is. That's 63 damage, and, you know, it was off a grab. That's utterly insane. So that's a lot of stuff there, right? A lot of stuff you can experiment with. It's a lot of fun. The mind game of what you're gonna do next. Should I sidestep? Should I duck? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty good. And like I said, you get to mix these up in so many ways. Like your down forward one is so strong on its own. So a lot of times I'll just do 2 or 3 of these, and they won't do anything. Even though that if they decided to counter hit for me or something right here, I'm at -3 each time, right? They can get free damage in if they wanted to. But I'll do this 1, 2, and then I'll do like 1, 2, and then I'll do that. And when they go to punch me out of the next one, they get hit by that, which knocks down and for a shit ton of damage. So it's very good. She has a lot of really good pressure tools. A lot of, you know, like I said, if you do this into down forward 1, that's guaranteed, or uninterruptible, not guaranteed. Very good moves. Like I said, her backsling blow is really strong. It's not only safe, this is what, like, you think that it's just good because it's safe, but it's sidesteppable. So you can do this and sidestep afterwards. So if they go to swing, you get to knock them down again for more mix-ups. Very strong, right? Her power crush is very strong. Basically, the only thing she's lacking is a really scary low that you can do from standing. Because these are kind of slow. Like you can do this and then you can do this and 1-1, and if you see it, if you confirm a hit on 1-1, you can just of course land the 1-1-2 for the knockdown to our RSS mix-up. Very good stuff. And when you're feeling pressured, wait to a safe spot, backdash. When you get out of range, you can get even more range. You know, you can only do it once or twice before your back's at the wall, and that's never where you want to be. Very good there. And of course, because she has a command 1+2 throw, most people don't tech throws based on visual. So a lot of the times, because they're so scared of my 1+2, anytime I grab them, I'm just getting these throws because they hit 1+2, because that's what they're really scared of. And then when they stop doing that, you can just, I mean, look at this thing. Look how much it pushes them to the wall. You know, and you can do RSS mix-ups from that. It's everything that she does sets her up for something, in my opinion. Like I said, very easy to use, very easy to understand, and the better your core skills get, the better you'll do with Kazumi. Very solid punishment, everything about her. Her combo damage, people said was weak. I don't think, personally. The reason I don't is, I mean, just 3 hits and we're at 39, so... Oh, if I do it right. Oh, there's 43 and I messed it up. Oh my god. I don't know, it's late. Okay, you're supposed to... The combo I'm trying to do is eluding me right now. There it is. Well, that's not it. But basically, my point is, I don't think her combo damage is really low, especially at the wall. It's, in my opinion, it's some of the best in the game, and it's very easy to execute. He says sarcastically after fucking it up 10 times in a row. I'm tired. I shouldn't even be making this video. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing wrong. I'll draw it one more time. Okay, no, I fucked it up again. It's too tired for me to do combos. But she gets between 56 and 63 damage depending on the launcher. And what I really like about her combos is they're very open-ended. You can do one for guaranteed damage, so it's going to be like between 57 and 63-ish. Or you can do one that, depending on where you are from the wall, can lead up to 70 damage. And then, and the last thing I want to cover before just saying play the character is this. You can do this. Oh, I messed it up. This is actually really easy. That was 79 damage from my Rage Drive. It's safe, super fast, mid-launch. You can use it to punish, because it's 13. It's 13, right? So if somebody does a hop kick, you can hit them with that, guaranteed, right? And even if you don't land it, you're not only safe, you're actually super safe. Look how much pushback it has. And alright, at the wall it does a little bit at like 10 damage and chip damage. It's really good. And then, like, she has so many fucking beautiful things. Off wall splats, you can get her Rage Drive guaranteed. I'll show you a very simple scenario here. And this will be the last thing I really go over. So one of the things you can do, right, if you got them, you're mixing them up, and then you do this grab. You do this grab, and do your rage drive, which is guaranteed. Watch it go to 70 damage with no skill involved here. What? What? You know, in my opinion, she has some of the easiest to get best damage in the game. She's not like I said, she's got a lot of good moves. Or not a lot of moves, but pretty much everything she has is really good. And she has no real, real fundamental drawback other than, she struggles to punish certain things as hard as most other characters can punish. Because her hop kick has fuck all range. Alright, and her next fastest one is this 18, and there's not very many moves that are negative 18 that are going to be close enough that you can do that. So a lot of times her punishment for those moves is that, or yeah, pretty much that. Oh, and you also have this stupid move right here. This is a guaranteed combo here, but I use it as a whiff punish because I don't know what the point of it is. If it gets blocked, it's almost launch punishable, so nothing to really worry about there. That's basically it, guys. Thanks for watching. I really recommend this character to learn fundamental Tekken skills with. As you progress and get better, you'll be able to see it in matches with this character. I mean, yeah, you could say that about any character, but she's very easy to execute her entire game plan, and you can be very creative. I don't think there's very much of this character that is really set in stone. You don't have to use RSS if you don't want to. You can do a lot of good keep out. She has, you can be very aggressive with her. Her running too is super good. It just sends them flying towards the wall. Her she's got this safe mid launcher, so for whatever reason you get them to duck or to try to low parry and you hit them with that, it's super good. This right here is a little unsafe to do, but it gives massive advantage on hit and gives a combo on counter hit. Her magic 4 gives a combo on counter hit. There's just not too much about this character that's bad, to be honest. That's all I got to say. I hope you guys at least try her out for a couple days and tell me what you think. As a new player, I've only been playing for about 4 to 5 months, and she's just ridiculously good, easy to apply my fundamental skills, so I highly recommend. You can see her in tournament. She's a good character. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.